Hey, hey, hey there, guys! Davi 90 Artist here.
There, I made the intro. Am I a pro now?
And finally, after several months, a new guitars face off. And man, I had forgotten how much I enjoy doing them. Today we have the Ibanez Grg131dx, which we have seen a lot of times in the past, and the recently explored Squier contemporary Telecaster. Believe me guys, there will be much to talk about. But before we start, a little space for the rules. First, two completely different riffs. One played with the humbucker at the bridge, one played with the humbucker at the neck. The guitars are both in drop D tuning, equipped with hybrid slinky from Ernie Ball. No mixing in place, no EQs, no compressors, no nothing. It's all just one single amp sim and a noise gate. All recorded with the same settings. And remember guys, raw sounds matter. Enough for the talking. Therefore, let's get to action.
Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight!
Let me say that last week, after exploring the Squier Telecaster, I kind of felt that a guitar's face-off between this one and the Ibanez Grg131dx would have been something cool to do. So guys, open up your ears and listen closely. When talking about sounds, I think we are talking about the most subjective part of the topic. So instead of debating about the sound you like the most, let us try to catch and describe the differences between the tones. The palm mutes were pretty short, but in my opinion, the massiveness of the Squier was pretty clear there. About the sounds in general, I think the Squier was more aggressive, but on the other hand, the Ibanez had probably more control, which is actually a point that can be pretty useful during the mixing phase. At the end, I appreciated them both. I mean, two very different characters, but both very solid. As for neck and playability, well, again, we have two pretty different planets. The neck of the Squier is smoother, but, you know, let's say that they are both very comfortable and very fast. So, it's not a tie, but the difference is pretty small. Last but not least, the playability. And this one is even easier. The Squier was no match for the Ibanez. And I want to show you more about it, guys, because measuring the fretboard at the last frets, the fretboard of the Ibanez is actually wider. Yes, because with the Ibanez we have 5.9/5.8 centimeters, and for the Squier we have 5.6/5.5. A super minimal difference. We can all easily agree on that, but trust me, guys, somehow you would feel that difference too. With that, I'm not saying that a wider fretboard always gives you a more agile playability, also because, guys, we are talking about 0.3 millimeters here. But considering our circumstances, guys, you saw it. The solo I played was far from being technical or fast. But to make it short, with the Ibanez, it was just easier. I've tried 3 Squiers so far, and as far as I can remember, the playability was always the downside, or, well, not the downside. Let's say the part that didn't satisfy me entirely. But guys, if you don't care about shredding, the playability will be no limit. Now, trying to find a fair conclusion, I'd say that we have two very different guitars, but super good if you want to play heavy metal and some powerful riffs. And also for this Monday, guys, the show is over. I will always get a moment to thank you all, guys, from the bottom of my heart for dedicating me at least a bit of your time. And I also want to inform you that this will be the last video made in this very room. The work is practically finished, and after overcoming so many obstacles, I have the chance to show you my new home studio. And if you want to help me to keep the channel active, guys, please, the story is always the same. Start with a like, come on. But guys, never forget, until the next time, try it until it's tight.